So tell us a little bit about him.
He's 19.
Yeah.
I've had him for 4 years. We were competing at I1. He's schooling the Grand Prix. He was a very natural piaffe. He likes collecting more than expected. Just basically. His canter is his best gait. His trot we've been working throughout. I'm just trying to get him more supple and through all the themes you were talking about before. Honesty, the connection, throughness, bending evenly both directions, especially to the left. He wants to kind of lean on the right side, so I do a lot of like rump there to try to keep him straight. And then just balls, like he's really balls up intense today, so just always like getting him reaching out without grabbing up beforehand.
So are your higher marks throughout your canter work?
Not when I have mistakes. When he gets balled up, I also like use the count on tendencies. So it's hard to make mistakes in the trot. It's easier for the trot to be like okay in the canter. And he can get an 8 on his canter pirouettes, but he can also get, you know. Yeah. I have like zip codes instead of tendencies sometimes. I know 2, 2, 4, 1, 2. And we're working on ones which means when he gets tense, he just like
You're talking to somebody from New England, but it starts with 0, the zip code.
He was 229 or something. I think I got those.
Okay, good. All right. Good.
So I usually warm up, do a little bit of trot and go to canter and then go back to the trot.
Okay. So, yeah, and so you've done a fair amount, so just pick up where you left off. Yeah, we'll catch up with you.
Okay. I think I was just starting to canter stretch.
Yeah, whatever you, whatever you. Yeah.
And I usually start with like top canter transition, and then like a little forward and back.
Yeah. Right. So I think you keep riding. I just want to say something in general to everybody. You know, the horse is 19. So with that in mind, I would work him accordingly in the sense that I think with a 19-year-old, you want to make sure you're not sort of charging around the arena too fast and brushing them off their feet. And you have to sort of protect them in a way, right, through your work. Yeah. But one of the nice things I think, as like with people, that in general, horses stay younger longer than they used to. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we see both sides? Sure.
Yeah. So what he does with his mouth is sort of when you say balls up, when he gets a little bit, yeah, a little open and kind of holding the bit.
Yeah, and then the neck is like, he's like a little curl to me.
Yeah. But don't. Yeah. Correct. You're correct. But don't suddenly throw your hands forward at him. I know you were just showing me that he's staying there, right? Yeah. But yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I think with a horse that tends to curl, the worst you can do is lengthen the reins to try to hope that they're going to open up.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because the longer the reins are, the more you come back to find the contact, and you're going to curl them more.
Yeah. So and I think when taking in consideration of his age, it's one that we can't just sort of keep the hands there and ride him forward until he suddenly, eventually reaches for the bit. But you have to have that attitude. Does he? Good. Does he? When you find moments, that's all right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But find moments where you can soften a little bit, in the sense, do you let him go to your hand a little more, right? That without the rein getting longer at all, right? Have a little shorter rein, have him keep filling it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, there he gets a little low, and that's where your seat, yeah, good, there. Sometimes think, when he gets a little low, can you keep him landing lightly in his left front? Now, that you don't feel he doesn't land too heavily. And the left front, of course, is part of the diagonal pair. So really what you're doing is keeping the weight back a little more on the inside hind leg, but yeah, there. But sometimes if you just think about that, then you keep your shoulders, your upper body a little straighter, your shoulders back a little bit without leaning back, without exaggerating. But yeah, you can keep it a little more on your seat, right, to keep the balance. Yeah, and then yes, there. Yeah, and I wouldn't let it get slower, right? But yeah, forward a little, but soft, but keeping that uphill balance, right? Because how do you keep an uphill balance without being overly strong? Yeah, good. Half halt and light, and half halt and light. And in between your half halts and light, a little bit forward with the hind leg, right?
Yeah. Right also, don't open your hands so much. Keep your fingers shut.
Yeah.
You ride with open fingers too much.
Yeah, there, forward, yeah, good. But I think he's better in his carriage, yeah.
I like that carriage.
Yeah, good, yeah. I just think when you have an older horse, we have to have some other tools sometimes, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good, yeah. And then go ahead and go straight, right? Yeah, good. I like the carriage you have here, yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. You're correct though. Yeah. You had to bring him a little down and in on the inside rein, right, when he wanted to look. Yeah. I think, yeah, good. Yeah, and light, good. Sometimes think, when the horse wants to look, and that's why we ride him a little deeper for a moment, is changing their line of sight a little bit, right? Yeah. Good. That's it. Yeah. And then, good. Yeah. And then you make sure you have the jump within this, right? Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Very good here.
If he offers to look this time, try not to fall backwards in your upper body, just keep riding.
Yeah, and a tiny bit deeper. Little there, like that. That's all. When I say a little deeper, that's all it had to be, right? Just like that. Yep. Because it obviously gets his top line a little bit softer, but it also makes it harder for him to kind of stare down something, right? Yeah, there, and yeah, rounder, yeah, good, yeah, and light, yeah, there, yeah. And so when I say light, it just means soften a little. I don't want to see the rein become loose, right? There, you just soften in your hand, but as Bill said, not opening your fingers at all, but yeah, that's it. Good, this is nice. Super. Yeah, good. Yeah, and so you tell them with your aids.
Yeah. You did, but you didn't fall back.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, keep them there. Yes. Yeah. I think you could go ahead and change rein, and let's just see if we can get the canter like this to the left. And I would do a change at the end, right? So, a fine change at the end. Change rein, but a fine change at the end. So he doesn't come on the line and he's immediately thinking change. Set him, forward. Yeah, forward. You're not going to think that what you just did is sort of interesting. You can't hold him back from doing a change.
Yeah.
You have to ride him forward to prevent him from doing a change, right? So when horses get into a sequence and they start throwing in 3s and 2s, you can't do it by holding. Right? If you're trying to do 4s and they throw in 3s and 2s, you have to ride them forward out of it. By riding the horse slightly forward, or the stride slightly forward, we regain control of the situation, right? Yeah, that's the way I would look at it. Yeah, on the line. Yeah, and ride a little bit forward. Keep riding a little forward, riding forward. There. Yes, good. Yeah, the change was nice. Riding forward is a way of thinking, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be miles per hour a major difference, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good. The same thing. You keep going straight. I like the balance you have. I think the canter could have more jump, right? Here definitely needs more jump. Yeah.
The canter needs more jump, and also you rode beautiful corners going to the right, but not so to the left.
You can, which is harder to do.
Yeah, but you have to help them find that jump. And some of it is not just that you drive and drive and drive, but think in the 1, 2, 3. Mentally, you have to be a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Do you feel the rhythm? If you don't feel the rhythm, he's probably not going to feel the rhythm, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah,
Let your hips swing a little bigger. Move with the guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Because to me on this side, you brace a lot.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Relax. Go in your body.
Yeah. The canter's better. Yeah, that canter. Super, good. Yeah. You can soften the inside rein sometimes. Not here, maybe where you want to look, but yeah, there you go. But think in general, you soften a little bit, but think really what we're looking for is the horse to make themselves softer, right? Because of how he uses himself. Yeah. Yeah, forward. Yeah. Good. Yeah, like that. That canter's nice. Super. Good. So I think maybe a walk break, huh? Yeah. So then go ahead and come down to the walk and then give them a quick break. The canter got to be quite nice there. Yeah. Good.
Now the left canter looks the same as the right.
Yeah.
But as soon as he went for the flying change, then I never saw the same horse and rider that I was seeing to the right. But now we do.
And I think what's sort of interesting about that is that it's easy, because the left is a little trickier, right? It's sort of easy as a rider to either accept it, or you're working a little too hard to make sure he seats the balance, and then you forget about the energy of the activity. It needed the activity, right, and the energy, yeah. There's like one little ingredient missing sometimes, yeah. So, I think, I don't know what Bill thinks, but I would be tempted to think a little bit about the series and the changes.
Yeah. Let's try that and then spend the rest of the time and see what we can do is improving the quality of the trot, which you spoke about.
That's right, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think with what you have, the reason why I think about the changes now is I think what you have a more equal canter, right, both sides. You have the jump on the left that you need for a good change. Right? I think that you need a good quality canter left to get a good change. And then within that, it should be easier to get your count. Yeah, then what? And just so that we're not guessing, what was the nope?
He was like grabbing into it. He was like stiff and grabbing into it. That's what I felt like.
I didn't get that impression, but I'm not saying you're the one feeling it, but I didn't get that impression.
So I didn't either, but that, again, it's exactly what Bill said. But did the walk? How did the walk feel before you did the canter? Yeah, yeah, that's where I think the issue. Yeah.
Do it one more time.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Halt a moment. Yeah. I have to check his tongue. Yeah. Oh boy. I fixed it, but yeah. It looked like he just was a little bit. I just want to make sure. Yeah. You're okay now. Okay. Right. Now he fixed it. But yeah, there was a moment it looked like.
I should probably start the other way. So we usually start the ones that way, and I think he's thinking.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Nope. Not at all. Yeah.
To make sure your reins are really even, so your hands are mirror image to each other, because you tend to ride with the left side long so that your hands are not really parallel to each other.
Yeah, okay. So stay in the canter and just get him a little better about the connection and the contact. Because I think what happened with the changes, he gets a little bit flat, right, in his top line, and it get a little bit against your hand, and then without real control over the connection, it makes it hard for you. Yeah, round, round. Yeah, okay. Well, then just stay in the canter again. So how was the straightness and the alignment? Yeah. Right? Yeah, but I think it actually was also in front of the saddle, not straight, right? Yeah, yeah. So if you don't do a change, if you just touch the left rein, does he come a little down and in there? If you touch the right rein, does he come a little down there, like that? Yeah. So that when you go to do a change, right, you can keep a little bit more of this carriage. Yeah, with the jump, right? Then do the threes. But think about this carriage in front of the saddle. Yep, doesn't matter. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Yep, forward, forward. No, yeah, don't hold. But yeah, don't hold. Yeah, rounder. Yeah, don't hold. Yeah, good. So that's where I want to get that carriage, but not you pulling him into that carriage, right? Yeah, there. He's not strong. He's good in hand here, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, I don't want you pulling back to create it, but do you have that softness in front, that throughness, and then, yes. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Good. Yeah, I think you get it. This is my impression. You get it on the left side, a very nice degree of throughness, right? On the right side, not so much so. Okay. Yeah. So you have the throughness on the left before this change. Yeah. Yeah. And you have throughness on the right. Yeah. More throughness. More throughness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is it a little bit? Against that, yeah.
First three with that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a throughness on, to me it's a throughness on the right side when you're on the left lead. That's the issue. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, does it come a little down and in if you touch the right rein? Is that shoulder there? Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, good. One more time. Yeah. Forward, forward, jump, forward, 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 yeah. And not, to get the throughness, which means his shoulder, right shoulder, forward. Yeah, there, he's good on the left, yeah. How is he on the right? Yeah, how is he on the right? Yeah, that was better, yeah. And then I say, how is he on the right? It's not that the right rein is asking for the change to the right, it's is he from your right leg into your left rein so you can make a good change, right? Yeah, that's why I want the throughness on the right. But if he goes against your right hand, his body is braced that way, right? And then he's too stiff through his rib cage. He's too stiff in that right hip to make a good change. Yeah, yeah, there. You have to have throughness. Good. So go ahead and change the rein. Right? Yeah, and then we just do him. I want to do him on the long side, just like you did, but going to the left. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Yeah. Ride him forward to it. Yes, super. Good. You can have very nice changes. Yeah. Good. So then on this long side, the same thing. But don't do the changes until you feel you have the throughness on the right. That as an outside, on the outside of the horse, right? Forward, yeah, don't hold. Yeah, don't throw the reins on, but don't hold. Yeah, there. Yeah, and. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good, okay. Yeah, but what it brings up is what Bill mentioned about the hands not being even on the reins. Yeah, more left rein.
Don't move those hands.
You need more left rein to change right. Keep the left hand back. Keep the left hand back. Yes. That was better. Yeah. And then go ahead and walk because we want to make sure we have a horse for the trot work. Yeah. That was better. Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
It's small details because you don't have problems with changes. You have problems maintaining the throughness. But it's not a problem of the change.
Yeah.
Well, he used to get 4. And then I get up on my seat and start
your seat is good, but I think it is the throughness, and then when you come this side, then it really became obvious about the left hand when you came in this direction.
Yeah, I think it's important that you've got mirrors today, but you have to look at it because since we started, you have that tendency to let the left side be long. So to me, you're riding what I call the handlebar steering.
Yeah.
You got one hand here, and the other hand back here. So you have to be even and through.
Yeah. Good.
Stop.
Yeah. So we let him get, we'll wait for a little bit with his breathing, right? And then we'll go to the
Yeah,
truck.
part of my problem is I had a herniated disc.
Uh-huh.
I made my left leg very weak.
Yeah.
And I think my position hasn't recovered.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think even just thinking about keeping range shorter was helpful.
Yeah.
And straightening out a little bit.
Yeah. Good. It is very important as riders that we're as symmetrical as possible, right? Yeah. But none of us are naturally symmetrical. Good. But there, for the audiences, I think throughness, true throughness, right, and a level of throughness, the degree of throughness is really important. It can't be just so sort of through and get good changes and have the control you need.
So that's when in the beginning when you said like the right, like when the left-hander got better, it still didn't feel as good as the other one.
Yeah, I know, I'm sure yeah.
Like can I do a canter circle and have it look fine? Yes. But once I start doing something hard, it shows up.
Yeah. But it may always be to a degree that something you feel, but you can get it. You can get a level of throughness and straightness that will make the changes possible.
Yeah.
When I say that the count is correct, and the hind leg is always good, right? In the jump. Yeah. Because sometimes when he's not through the jump, he's clean, but the jump is short or a little bit coming inside. Yeah. Right.
So let's take a look at the trot before we use up the gas tank.
Okay.
Yeah.
And try not to forget about all that we just talked about in the canter, because it's already happened.
Yeah, I would be careful, about pulling back, yeah. Because that's when he gets a little bit mouthy, right? And when he gets a little mouthy, that's when you have a much greater risk of him playing with his tongue and putting his tongue over. Yeah, and again, he has to come forward over his top line and reach for the bit. Yeah, there. Yeah, good. Forward a little. Yeah. Good. Yeah, and a little bit more forward. This is where I would be inclined to think about some leg yielding type exercises.
What I often do is like haunches in and haunches out on the circle.
Yeah. Good. Then do a little travers on the circle. Yeah.
You don't have to be strong with your left leg, but I think you need to address a nice reaction to your left leg, even though that's not your best side.
Yeah, forward. I just think when you do this with the renvers travers, make sure he doesn't close his throat latch too much on the inside. And that may be that allowing him to stretch a little more on the outside. Yeah, what happened? Yeah, there. Yeah, good. The rein doesn't have to become loose and floppy, but can you encourage him really to stretch on the left side now for a moment? And is he in front of your right leg, right? And a good renvers travers, right? The horse has to be truly in front of the inside leg and move to the outside rein. And I always joke that when we used to have the shoulder in to renvers in the second level, we all faked it, right? You do a shoulder in and then you pull, if we're doing shoulder in left, we pull the right rein and try to force him to bend. Yeah, and the fact that they've now moved it to the third level I think is very telling, because the horse requires a certain degree of collection and understanding in order to do a good renvers, right? They have to be in front of the inside leg. They need to be lighter in the bending rein. Yeah, and make just like they would on a circle, make themselves a little lighter to the bending rein, right? Yeah, and not us pulling the head and neck in the direction of the bend and faking it like some of us did. Good, forward, yeah, forward, good.
But I totally agree with what George said about the renvers. Do another renvers because, again, your left leg, you already said, is not your best side, which is why you go to such a dominating, bending right rein in the renvers and not really getting the right hind leg in front of you.
Yeah, I like what you just did with your seat, though. Do you feel that? Yeah, 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 there you go. Because when you did this with your seat, you reinforced your ability to influence the left hind leg, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, good, good. And then I would go straight on the circle, a little bit forward, right? See if it's better. Okay, good. So go straight down the long side. Is it? Can you just check if it's plugged? Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but better, right? Yeah, this is it. There. Let him come forward. Let him go to you like that. Yeah, there. I always say let the trot come out of him when he's like this, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you allow the trot. Let the shoulders move. Let the front legs reach.
Ride that renvers one more time, because now you've got it.
Yeah.
Not so much bending hand. Yeah, good.
Yeah, let him reach on the left side a little bit. Yeah, because otherwise you bring your left hand back there, right? Yeah. I would, good. So when I said that, once I said that, you gave a little too much and the shoulders went back to the right. But think a little bit of it, again, a little bit towards an opening rein with the left rein, right? Can you keep his shoulders left? Yeah, good. Right, does he fill out the left rein?
Better.
There, yes. Yeah. Just don't be pulling, don't pull back on it.
Super.
Right? Yeah, this is better. Good. Yeah, and then straighten him. That's better. And then let the trot come out of him afterwards. Yeah, there. Forward. Good. And hand down.
Even if he gets a little strong on your hand, don't tell him he can't trot.
Oh, he's got his tongue though. Let me come on a circle. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good. And then I'll come to a halt. Yeah. That time is done.
Yeah, you were just onto something to the left.
Yeah.
So go another minute or so to the left.
Okay.
Because he's really started to have a nice quality collected trot.
Yeah, forward, yeah, there. Yes, like this, yeah. Good. Good.
Let him get a little bigger.
Yeah, soften your hand. It's good in your upper body. Yeah, that's better. I think when I say soften your hand, what I think in terms of is relax in your elbows. Yeah, a little tight, right? Yeah, let them go. A little soft in your elbow. Yeah. So it means you keep a bend in it to stay soft. There. Yeah, and just soft. Just there, soft. Don't pull back. Don't pull back, don't give. Okay? That's the hardest thing. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's it. And you know what, from a rider point of view, you might feel like I'm a little loose. I'm not really sitting solidly, but you have to go with the horse, right? Yeah, good. You know, meaning that if you feel you get bounced around a little, don't fight it, right? Yeah, let yourself go with the horse. Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. That's okay, good. Yeah, but that's better. Yes, there. Good, not faster. Yeah, but that's okay. But I think when I say not faster, if you just sit up a little bit, if you think, a little slower, never underestimate the power of thinking, right? Where your brain is, where your mind is. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. That's fine. Yeah, and then that. Yeah, there. That your half halt can come, at this point, that your half halt really can come with how you sit and not with a lot of hand. Yeah, I think we could change right now.
Let's see the other side.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, so you're correct, yeah. Just marking half halts, yeah, super. The carriage there was very good, yeah.
But don't discourage that trot.
Yeah, there. Good. Yes, like this. There you go. That's better. Good. This is nice. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Good. This is fine. Yeah. You look here, you're going with them much more, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah. You're softer through your seat and you're following him more. Yeah.
And I think the carriage has only gotten better.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, good. There. Good. Good. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, super. Good. Yeah. That's it. Very good. So maybe a little shoulder in. There, right? Yeah, just see.
Actually, because she's been showing the I1, make her do it on the center line because everybody wants to push the hind legs off the center in the I1.
But did you hear that? Yeah. Good. It's not.
Mine's not. Oh, now it's working again.
Is it plugged in or not? Good. Yeah. Look. Look.
Yeah. So not so bad for an I1.
Yeah.
You got the right idea, though. You didn't do what I see all the time, which is push the haunches sideways off the center line, which is not shoulder in.
Good. Yeah, super. Good. The carrot, yeah, I like the trot you have there. So yeah, that's even better, right? Yeah, not more, right? Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. It's finding, in a sense, finding the ideal, right? Or, yeah, where you feel he swings through, he uses his back, he goes to your hand, but he then doesn't turn it into a running or getting quicker and quicker.
That's more the trot I would want to see if I were judging you. That's nice.
Yeah, good. And the consistency, yeah, there. Yeah, good, very good. This time go left, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, forward, and not strong on the left rein. Yeah, left leg, left seat bone. Yeah, yeah, left leg, yeah, better. I like that you made the adjustment to the rein and the turn, right? Yeah, yeah, good, yeah. Again, not faster. Then one shoulder in left on the center line. Good. And I think maybe from X, from your shoulder in, from X, ride a half pass to F, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. And is it easy to go into the half pass? Yeah, yeah. Soft, soft, soft. Yeah, soft. Let him reach. Yeah, yeah, better. Yeah. Good, good, quiet. Yeah, quiet. Good. Yeah, good. And let him reach. Yeah. Want to do one?
Let's do one, just one the other way.
Yeah, one the other. Go straight, one the other way, and the same. Yeah, yeah. And think as you go from the shoulder in to the half pass. Don't change the contact in a way that discourages the stride. Right? I think the stride is quite good. Yeah, yeah. So again, it's really thinking forward from one movement to the next. Right? You think about the balance, but does he think forward to the next movement? Yeah.
Aim for K, don't make the line too short.
Yeah, and then over, and yeah, let him go. Yeah, let it go. Yeah. Good. Don't no stronger. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Now
good.
You have better lateral reach.
Yeah. Good. And then into the walk. Good. Good job. Good. Yeah. Good. Good job.
That one was much better lateral reach, but the other one you tried to go so steep, like you were going to P, before you had enough of a control of the length of the forward steps.
Good. Good job.
It's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's because when he does get a little tight and gets so short in his neck, where it's finding the right connection, but also make sure play a little bit with the equipment. Maybe the bit has to be a fraction higher in his mouth that when he does start open and playing, it disconnects a little bit, that it's not easy for him to put his tongue over. Yeah.
So go back to canter.
I like the canter you had. Yeah.
You decide for now. If you want to start with the canter, that's okay with us.
Yeah. I thought the canter you've had so far today is better balanced than what you had yesterday. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And your hands are more even, mirror image today.
Yeah, keep him there. Yeah, yeah, because he sort of gives the feeling with every stride he wants to be just a fraction bigger, right? Yeah, that's better. This is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that you asked for a little tiny bit more roundness. Forward, forward, forward. Don't let him slow down yet. Yeah, forward. There. Yes. So a little rounded, but with a little more jump, right? That's the goal with getting a little round there. And soft, yeah, soft in your hand, yeah. Yeah, soft. Yeah, yeah, because he does that with his tongue again. Yeah.
A little bit of tension.
I don't necessarily know that it's a bit thing, though. It's a connection thing. When you ask for a little bit more throughness, then it happens. But I don't think it's an ill-fitted bit or.
No.
Yeah, just a little, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. I think what I would try to do is that when you ask them to be a little bit deeper, a little, sometimes when we say a little rounder, a little round, yeah, there. This is nice. Just see if you can do it with a little bit softer feel, right? And just that, because it may be that if there's a sudden change on the pressure of the bit, that then he reacts with his tongue.
Can I add to that? I think because you're aware of it too, as soon as you feel like he does come a little bit more through, to me, you throw away the right rein.
Yeah.
When you give a little bit less. Give a little bit more invisible. Maybe you give a little bit out of your shoulder, but not drop the bit so much.
Yeah. No, I agree, because I get the feeling it's about the placement of the bit at that moment. Yeah. 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 Good. I think I would go straight. Personally, I would be tempted to start with some lateral work, some half passes.
Yes, I like this canter.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I also think canter half passes can come fairly early in the session for the same reason we talked about in the morning, is that canter half passes can actually help improve the quality of the canter. Yeah. Good. Go straight and track right, and one more time. So you felt that he sort of braced against your right hand, right? Yeah. But now, again, don't meet the bracing with a strong taking. See, tactfully, can you get him a little softer and a little softer? Outside, yeah, over. Yeah, we'll be out of your way. Don't ever worry about us, but yeah.
We can move quick.
Good, that was better, I think. Good. One more time, but I think that was better.
That was much better.
There. Good. Yeah. I like the setup better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This time go straight into change. Use the mirrors. Forward. You look in the mirrors. Be drawn to the mirrors and the change. Okay.
He meant a flying change.
I meant change.
Right, a half pass again.
Yeah, I meant a flying change.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, make a circle.
Circle.
Okay.
So you start again in a good way.
Yeah.
It's even better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know why it's better for the audience too, is the setup is very good. Yeah, good. There you go. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay with it for a second. See what he does. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Right. Good. Go straight and track left. Yeah. I would do what you just did, because that's sort of an interesting movement, because of course it's out of I2, right? The canter down the long side and the half pass, not from S, but yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, because how do you come down the long side? How do you go down the long side and set them up for the half pass?
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Right. Good. So then come down the side, down the long side, and from S a half pass. Good. Yeah. There and okay. Yeah. So good. So then come down to the walk for a second.
Are you not hearing anything?
Yeah. Come down to the walk. I think the earpiece is not on your ear. Yeah. Good. Then soft. Yeah. Then soft. Quiet in your hand. Yeah. Because there it gets. Yeah. Quiet in your hand. Yeah. There you go. So I think that the key is with the bit is little movement of the bit as possible, right?
No, I need a circle. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's fine. Do your circle, but with the bit in his tongue, right?
Yeah.
Think in terms as a little movement as possible with the bit. Yeah. He might be maybe like me at the dentist. He doesn't like things pressing down on his tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, okay, so little shoulder forward, forward, yeah, start over, another circle. And the reason why I would make another circle, the reason I would make another circle is he did not stay in front of your inside leg, right, your left leg as you came from F to P, did he? Yeah. He has to be moving nicely from your inside leg, inside seat bone to the outside rein. Yeah, forward,
What George is doing now is
and
making
then,
this setup for the half pass.
There.
How it's written in the intermediate too.
Yeah.
From P to X.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. He lost a little bit of the bending at the very end, but one more time, right? So, but I like the setup that you had and how he left the wall. I thought those strides were very
Of course,
good.
after the half pass in the test, it comes pirouette.
Good. Yeah, there. Yeah, not more, not too much. Yeah, good. And I think, and Bill will answer it, but respond to it. But I think from a judging point of view, it was too much head and neck as you set them up. But
Yeah.
But I did good. That's okay. Yeah, forward. But I did like that you got him into your outside rein, right? So just
Kind
a
of like
little
the
less
earlier
neck.
question about the counter canter. Was it you that asked about the counter canter in second level?
Yeah. Not more than that. Now.
This is the correct position for the
There.
left lead canter, and when it's time for the half pass,
Yeah,
it shouldn't
super.
become more.
Yeah, that was it. Good, better.
When I see
Good.
the half
Go
pass
ahead and make
coming-
a flying change. Yeah.
When I see the half pass coming at me from C, I don't want to see the neck
Good.
of the horse past the line of the inside shoulder,
So that's
because then the bend isn't uniform.
Actually, Jesse, walk and
And the,
go ahead
and
and
the base
change
of the neck
rein.
is broken.
Let's just walk change. I want to do that one exactly again.
Okay.
Yeah, but just change rein, then catch his breath a little bit, but quiet in your hand and trying to keep his mouth quiet.
The bend has
And
to
then
be
we're going to go to the
uniform
left.
from pole to tail.
And the reason I want to do it again is when you go then down the center line, right? Really ride them a little bit more forward so when you do your change, you stay a little bit more in charge.
Okay.
Because I think what happened is you got the change, but then he backed off, or you backed off a little bit, and then he threw in another change, right? Yeah. So then, good. Yeah, good.
What's wrong with that corner?
He was looking at the other horse.
Right, and then forward, good. Yeah, forward. Yes, and there. Yeah, inside leg on. Yeah, good.
That
good.
was a more correct setup.
Yeah. And then down the center line and ride forward. Look to the mirrors. Yeah, and then the change. Yeah, forward. Light, quiet in your hand. Let them go to your hand. Yeah, let them go. Good. Yeah, good. Go straight. And we do it one time from the right. So I would like to see when you ride forward, I think you got a little bit overactive in your seat, in your position, right? Yeah, and then it lost the fluidity, and that made the change difficult. Yeah, good. Thank God there are two of us, because I can't keep up with all the corners and all the issues, right? No, very good.
I'm going to have to get up.
Forward, yeah. Forward, yes. Now quietly forward. There, like that. Now that was better.
Fluid, and the change was fluid. And the landing on the other side, I was almost going to give her a compliment that the other side of the change was quite fluid and then fell apart.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in your mind, Jessie, as you approach the mirrors.
He sometimes just has sort of quit.
Okay, because I think 100% with Bill. I thought that was super, and then the next thing I looked, then he
can't run to the next corner.
Good. So one last time this way, and then we'll go to the pirouette work. Yeah, good. Yeah, and over. Yeah, forward. Good. Yeah, forward, soft, forward. Yes, quietly forward. Over his top line, and yes, forward. Yes, like that. And there.
Individual movements sometimes can feel really good and easy, but then when you have combinations,
that's super walk rate.
it improves
That was much better.
shows the true colors. When you link one movement to the next and the next is how much security in the self-carriage is there and the rider's ability to be able to control the strides and the half halt, the throughness and all of that. When she just rode the half pass, it was quite nice, but then to add the change on the other side of it and still have the quality after that, then this is where the real riding has to come.
This last one was nicely done, though. Good. And after he did the one time where he did it very nicely and then he suddenly broke, this time you were ready for it, right? Yeah, I think, yeah. You can't. He's a horse you can't let your guard down in a way, right? But you also can't override.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not too much, not too little.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
whatever Goldilocks horse.
Exactly. Yeah. So we want to then continue straight, come on this circle. So Bill and I were talking, and with Jessie, we want to work on pirouettes a little bit. So the reason I'm so quiet thinking there for a moment is there are so many different ways to approach the pirouettes, and I think there are so many different aspects that you can work on, right? One being, is it easy just to be able to collect to a pirouette tempo and keep them straight? But then when it comes to actual, how do you want to school them? How do you warm them up? How do you prepare them for it? I'm leaning towards starting on a circle with a little decreasing a little bit and then into a travers on that circle, right? But there are a lot of ways that we could start. And it sort of was going through my head. I don't know if Bill has another idea of how he would like to start. But when I first see a combination and I'm not really sure how they're going to do it, that's why I always sort of start, because it gives me a good sense.
Pirouette canter, you just want to do circles.
I want to do this circle. We might come to a pirouette tempo on the big circle, but I really actually want to start with the travers work.
Okay.
Haunches in on the circle. Yeah, but first.
And that's how I would start it, but just for the audience, when it comes time to actually doing the pirouette, then I'm not so sure I would encourage the rider to come too much from travers.
Yes.
Because then the horse and rider learns to always approach in crookedness, avoiding the difficulty. But I think to get the feel, you have to use a little travers position on the circle like George is doing.
Yeah, so then decrease a little bit, but keep him tracking straight. What I don't want to see is that you bring him in and then suddenly he goes into pirouette mode and he puts his haunches to the inside, or like here, right, stay on the circle, stay tracking straight, but this size circle, don't go bigger, right? That he suddenly came to a certain size and then either you or he starts thinking pirouette mode and he's behind you, right? Yeah, there. And I don't want to see him suddenly throwing his haunches to the inside because he's thinking, we're going to do pirouettes. Yeah, there. So I like to make sure they can stay tracking straight, like this. Good, and bring the forehand around, not too, yeah, the tempo is fine. And now come in a little bit, just a little, and now in this circle, travers, haunches in. Yeah, don't let them back off. Don't let them come smaller. Yeah.
And I think every horse that you've seen today, the basic concept of the rider control of the shoulders, the alignment, and the horse really has been a good progression to what you see now. Still has the alignment, she still has control of the shoulders, even though George is making her ride in a subtle travers position.
Yeah, good, bending like that. Super, super, and now straight and on the same line, but just straight. And you ride them a little bit forward from your inside leg. And don't hold too much in your hand. Don't let the circle get too big. Yeah, there. And then come in a little bit, and one more time, the travers, haunches in. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. I like that you haven't, he doesn't back off, right? Yep, forward a little, yep.
We've been working.
Yeah. And haunches over, yep, more, allows the bend. Yep, bends.
And we can see that the horse has the degree of collection necessary to achieve a pirouette.
Super, and forward, good. Yeah, good, and go bigger. This is quite nice. Yeah, so now go straight around the whole arena. Yeah. So then the next question becomes, as an instructor, you think, okay, what do I do? How are we going to go to the full pirouette? And I would come down the center line, right? We're going to do it. And at the end of the center line, as you approach G, just a half pirouette coming back down the center line towards A. Okay, good. Yeah. No, yeah, good. So start to collect. Yeah, collect. Think a little shoulder forward. Yeah, and then around. Small, yeah, and out, yeah. And now at X or a little after a full pirouette. Collect, hand low, sit, yeah, collect them low, pirouette tempo, yeah. And, yeah. Whoa. Why? What was wrong with that picture?
Did he switch in the middle?
No, you wanted to go the same way. You were on the...
Oh, wait, what did I do?
You were on the left lead,
yeah.
And then you started to pirouette right.
Oops.
It's okay, it's creative, but it's not really what we wanted.
It happens, and sitting at sea, I have seen it.
Okay, so go towards M. Just go towards M, pick up the left lead, and I would like to place the pirouette. Let's place it between X and L. I'll give you a little bit of leeway.
A balanced horse, you started to turn.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But think that you only need 2 strides of pirouette tempo and then turn. Don't pirouette tempo, pirouette tempo, pirouette tempo, pirouette tempo. Wait, eh? But bring him back. Clear that. Pirouette tempo. Yeah. And now the turn. And bend it. Yeah. Bend it. Ah.
Good job.
Good. Yeah, and then into the water. Let them have a quick break. Yeah, right.
But what George has said is really true. I believe that. I see riders often, especially, it can be St. George, it doesn't matter. They start pirouette canter 10 strides before the pirouette, and by the time it's time for the pirouette, the horse has nothing left. It's been overtaxed with weight bearing behind, that then when it's time for the turn, the hind legs are exhausted. So if you've done your homework, within 3 canter strides, it should come to the pirouette canter and do the turn, not 10 strides on the approach. It's like over-prepared.
Yeah. And the other thing on that is afterwards, right? That you don't come galloping out. You want to show 2 strides of pirouette tempo coming out, that they don't just come charging out of it, right? Yeah, you let the tempo become bigger as you come out, but not chasing them out. Yeah. They need to continue to carry weight.
After the pirouette, well, for St. George, is collected canter, counter, canter, then the change, but riders get anxious. Oh my God, my horse is going to break, so the first thing they do is kick with 2 legs out of the pirouette and then usually make the horse change anyway. So
yeah.
What he said is, don't go chasing the horse out of pirouettes. Pay attention to detail and nothing will go wrong.
So then, and so just to finish it a little bit, like the exercise of trying the half pirouette on the center line, because when you're talking about the pre-St. George and where the half pirouette is in the pre-St. George, it can be a little bit murky. Do you really return to the line or not? There's nothing murky about a center line, right? You know whether or not you return to the line. You know if it's 180 degrees. And he's good, right? We only needed to do 1 half pirouette, and he was ready to do a full pirouette. Other horses, maybe you do a couple of half pirouettes, and then you come back to the full pirouette in the center. But it helps you really think about the line that you're on, right? And that's why, obviously, in the I1 and in even more so in the Grand Prix, they're both on the center line. But the Grand Prix, they have to come in straight. They have to do the pirouette, and they have to come out straight on basically the same line, right?
Not like you're driving a horse trailer swinging wide first to then turn, which happens, and that's not how a pirouette should start. So,
good. So then I'm going to go to the right lead canter and do a slightly different exercise in this direction, okay? Just to give you variety, right? And ordinarily I would say, okay, let's do the same exercise both ways, so you kind of know how he reacts. But I think in this case, I want to be able to give you a little bit of variety in how you might approach pirouette, right? So this one it's going to try to address 2 things. It's going to address the counter canter a little bit as well. So when you are ready, go ahead and pick up the canter, right lead canter, continue straight. Yeah, forward and give a little. Yeah, I think he will fix his tongue, right? Yeah, there. Yeah, and down. So you're going to come down the second quarter line, right? And from the second quarter line, ride a half pass to the other quarter line. And then straight down the quarter line, maintaining the right lead. Turn, yeah, and now, yeah, then a half pass right to the other quarter line. Yeah, and you're going to keep the counter canter, right? Yeah, little left rein, get them a little lower in front, carefully, quiet, not too abrupt, straight on the quarter line, and counter canter. Not too there, no more position, what you have, down the quarter line. And then a trot on the quarter line, collect them and travers right, haunches right. and collect, haunches right. Slow, collect to a pirouette tempo, stay in the haunches, collect more, down a little bit, play with his neck a little, left rein, when I say play his neck, your left, there, straighten him, counter, canter, come down the next quarter line, and yeah, that's okay, walk and counter canter, don't worry, don't punish him, right, just walk and counter canter, no big deal, yep, yeah, super, turn down the second quarter line, and the same thing, collect to a pirouette tempo, but use the time to try to get his neck a little softer. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Through his neck? Yeah, his neck has to come down. Otherwise, he gets this little hoppy short step, right? You know what I mean? When I say hoppy, that little, there you go. Straighten him and then counter, canter one last time. I like the canter you had better that time, right? Yeah, there, like that. That's the carriage now. And then the haunches, yeah. Travers, haunches over, collect pirouette tempo, but down in his neck. Yes, yes, yeah, that there's no climbing. There you go. Let him canter on. And then this time, come down the second quarter line, right, counter, canter. Then you're going to go across the diagonal towards the letter F. Go, turn now on a diagonal line towards F, or maybe a little bit this side of F, and well before F, a half pirouette to the right. Collect to a pirouette tempo. Do not think haunches in. To the pirouette tempo, and around, and going back to H. Know where H is? Good, and H, yeah.
So for
good. One
you
more
all
half
sitting on
pirouette as you
that
approach
side,
H.
that was approach was from straightness.
Yeah.
With the correct position and canter.
Yes,
That
and
that
now
was
the
quite
turn.
good.
And now the turn. Same. Turn. Half pirouette. Half pirouette. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Half pirouette. Yeah. Half. Go. Yeah. That's okay. I know it's big. Go towards F. Stay on. We have to stay on the line. That's all. Yeah. I want to go to F. As you approach F, another half pirouette. So you have you end up having the diagonal line where you can do the half pirouettes to the inside. He's not bouncing off the wall. Not using it there. Yes. And then good. Okay. Then a full pirouette somewhere in here. Yeah, I would agree, but not, yeah. Then a full, if you feel ready. Otherwise, a half pirouette first and come back, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, half pirouette. I would do the half
You want
pirouette.
to feel like the top line stays reaching for the contact.
Yeah, it's there, and then the full. But that left rein has to lower the neck just a fraction. And a full pirouette. Yeah, collect, and the full. Quiet, and around, half up, sit. There, better, good. Yeah, the last three quarters I thought were quite nice.
I agree.
Yeah, the first quarter was a little bit big, and yeah, there, and a walk transition. I think the only thing I would say is maybe his neck could be a little bit lower, right? A little bit softer in how he stays on the bit. Yeah.
The full pirouette is 6 to 8 canter strides. She did it in 8.
Yeah. Good. But that's another way to approach it, right? And it's a very good way to work on the half pirouettes, because what I think is very beneficial, and both lines do this, whether you do the center line or you do the diagonal line, it allows you to work on the same turn one time right after another, right? So you go for the first one, you think, well, he wasn't quite straight coming into it. So the next one, you can make him straight. And then you think, well, maybe he needs to be a little lower. So the next one, you can keep him straight, and you can make him a little lower in his neck, right? So you can immediately adjust. I wouldn't do hundreds of them, but if you do 3 or 4 half pirouettes, then it gives you a chance to say, oh, little refinements, right? But if you do it always like in the pre-St. George pattern, or always the I1 pattern, you do a pirouette, and then you go to the other side. And the horse and you need to be able to say, oh, I need to tweak it here and there, and immediately do it, and not have something come up in between that changes. That makes sense, right? Gets their mind off of it.
Fixing things on test lines are not always good, because the horse is already too programmed about where things come anyway. So when you need to fix details, you need to come up with another pattern.
And I like this Travers pattern to collect. And the reason I like it on the diagonal, you can do it on the long side with a Travers, but we spend a lot of time trying to get the horses cantering straight down the long side. So sometimes we don't want to encourage them to do it, and where this is sort of, you don't really have to worry at all. But I think, that going back to your question about the counter canter, I think that basically the position she had was good for most of the time, right? There were times it changed a little bit, but in general.
Mouth and the tongue went away.
Yeah.
Through all of this, it went away.
Yeah, no, he's definitely, yeah.
I wish we could clone this horse.
Don't worry, we want to clone you too, don't.
Yes, I didn't mean that as a slight against you, but I mean, so many people could really learn so much from this guy. I don't like the term schoolmaster anymore because it's too loosely used now. But to me, this is, he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
When you're really correct, he gets even better. But he still does everything, even if you're not quite as correct as we want you to be. But then when we add to it, you get even better. So does he. So he really is a good teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he has a great attitude, really. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good for him because it's a lot with the pirouette work and that. But again, but it's a little bit up to if Bill has some other ideas or if you have other ideas. I'm open to it, but I'm happy with what he did. Yeah.
I just want to stretch it again.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fine. Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we can talk now, can we?
I think you're going to anyway. I couldn't resist.
So I think the big thing, the big takeaway for me with him in the pirouette work is your ability to, especially to the right, is your ability to control the height of the head and neck. And to the left, it's about the bending, right? Those are the two things I would say, yeah. I think there's no doubt he can sit. I think he keeps a good rhythm, right? The activity is there. He turns on a fairly consistent manner, right, with the shoulders, with each stride basically matching the previous stride. So he doesn't do like one big step around and then a short step catching his balance. He's quite good that way. So it's a little bit about more the refinements. And so that's where you might try the Travers work on a straight line to help with the bending to the left, on the pirouette left. But from what I saw, that's a little bit where I think he could have had a little bit more bending. And I think the thing about the bending and how much bending do you have in a pirouette, the horse again should be looking where they're going. They should be aimed towards their destination, right? Looking towards their destination, so around the turn.